I just heard a shot fired. You know, it sounded pretty loud. It almost could have been misconstrued with somebody running over like a bottle, you know, bottle of water or something. So I look over to see what it was, and I see the guy yelling at the other guy, telling him to put his hands up, and he had his gun drawn, you know, on the guy in the car, telling him to put his hands up, and he sounded like a police officer. Maybe 5 seconds after that, he was asking his wife to go ahead and get him his badge, go ahead and grab his badge. So I started filming him, and then he looks at me while I'm filming him, and he started asking for help. Hey, come help, help. You know, call EMT, call the police or something. So then I ran over there to go help him. I said, what do you want me to do? You know, and he was just kind of like, just call the police, you know, that's the only way you can help. And I was like, all right. And I stepped and looked at the guy, and he was laying there with his eyes closed. So, you know, I didn't see any blood or anything, but I was about 5 feet from him.
Did this guy in the car ever get out of his vehicle?
No, he never got out of his vehicle. And when I walked up on the vehicle, I seen the shot was from the rear window. You know, so he must have shot from the back of the window. I don't know how he approached him, but it definitely was from the back side. It was one shot. So it was a one-shot thing.
Did you hear anything that he was screaming? Did he say, stop, police? Did you hear anything that he was
No, I didn't hear anything from the one guy, but I did hear that the one guy said that he was a police officer to get his badge. And he was telling the one guy that was in the car to put his hands up, you know, and he approached the vehicle with his gun drawn, and when he came up on him is when he realized, you know, he wasn't moving at all, so he went ahead and opened up the car door, and that's when he checked him, and that's when he started yelling for help.
So what's going through your mind as you were trying to help in that situation?
Well, at first I put the car in drive and was just getting ready to take off because I wasn't sure what the guy's intentions were. You know, I wasn't sure what was going on, but I was ready to take off if he was going to try to shoot my way or whatnot. So that's basically what was going through my mind, was to get out of here. But once I seen what the situation was, you know, I seen that he was saying that he was a police, I decided to go ahead and try to help him.
Were there a lot of people in the parking lot? I mean, a lot of foot traffic?
There was about like maybe 15 people or so in the parking lot. There was one guy that was about 15 foot closer than me, and he was kind of hiding behind his car. You know, he wasn't quite sure what he was, you know, what was going on either.
So the guy was alone, or was someone else in the car with him?
The guy who got shot.
Yeah. He
was alone in the vehicle, and the officer said, the guy that said he was an officer who shot him said that he was reaching for a gun. You know, that's why he shot him. That's what he said. He said he was reaching for his gun, so that's why I shot him.
What was it like? I mean, have you ever seen someone who was shot before? What was it like for you emotionally to see that?
Well, I mean, it didn't really soak in at the time because I didn't know he was dead. You know, I just came over there to help. You know, it didn't really hit me until all the cars and the police officers are pulling up, and then I realized how real it was when they put the sheets over his vehicle, you know.
But do you have any indication of like what went down? I mean, why did the officer...
The only thing I can guess is they had some kind of altercation, like they were about to run into each other in the parking lot, and they were exchanging words or something. And the guy, like he said, was reaching for a gun, or maybe it wasn't even a gun. He was just reaching for something. And the guy who shot him had his kids and his wife in the car, so I guess he took it upon himself to protect them.